Hello everybody, this is Iced Blood. Welcome back to Bioshock. First of all, as of this recording, this is my first attempt at a weekend Let's Play, so for anybody who watched my first couple videos of Final Fantasy XIV, hope you enjoyed them, but now we're back to the matter at hand. So what are we going to do in today's video? Well, thankfully we have ourselves a bit of robot companionship because we're going to tackle some Big Daddies today. We've seen them, we've heard about them, we know the myths, we know the legends. Now we get to see what exactly they're made of, and let me tell you, they are, well, they live up to their name, let me tell you. So, first off, we've got to find one. But the game's structured pretty well, actually. It's such that we, oh, look, right there. There we go.
Time to take on one of them Big Daddies. It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get the little sister and the atom they carry.
Another little sister ahead, and to get her Adam, we need to tackle the Big Daddy. Now, here's something I found out, okay? We know that the major moral dilemma that we faced with the little sisters is whether to harvest them for maximum Adam or to rescue them, sort of to be more humane, or whatever the case. And the thing about this is, in order to even interact with the little sister, we have to tackle the big guy, which, notice we did right there. Thankfully, we had plenty of shotgun rounds, and we actually had, you saw the tonic, the static charge one, that we got recently. So now we get to save another little sister. And can I just say, there's some really creepy subtext to this whole event. You know, little girls going, no, no! And then we softly caress her, and suddenly everything's okay. Anyway, I'm hoping that's not what the game developers were going for. Ooh, diary. Let's see. You know what this is? On a different tack entirely, this is actually a very good example of the objectivist leanings that we see in this game. Because he's talking about parasites, and basically what he's talking about is, well, the homeless, the disenfranchised, the disabled, people that leech off the government, or the taxpayers, honestly. Yep. We took on down the Big Daddy. Now we actually can get rid of the whole emergency lockdown and actually make it into Neptunes Bounty. Bounty. I said that again. It's weird that I keep wanting to say it that way. Anyway, let's get some stuff here while I'm discussing this. Ryan's talking about parasites, and what's interesting is in Ayn Rand's literature, she has a similar phrase to talk about those kinds of people. She uses the term looters, as in, you know, looting corpses, or, you know, when you have a natural disaster that really messes with a community, what do? You get people that go around looting houses and businesses and stuff like that. And that's what Rand talks about a lot. In Atlas Shrugged in particular. I don't know about The Fountainhead, that's her other major fictional work. Her other main objectivist literature, I guess you'd say. I've only read Atlas. That's another example, actually. The fact that we are being led by someone who calls himself Atlas. That's another kind of wink to Rand's work. When she talks about looters, she's talking about the people that are basically the major adversaries. Ow. Fuck, more grenades? I'm trying to have a discussion here. Jeez. Anyway, okay, let's see. Access denied. We need to get back up to, what is that, a switchboard? I don't know. I don't know technical terms. There's the guy. Okay, what we need is to use good old telekinesis to handle him. So, Ryan was talking about parasites and how they expect doctors to heal them for free and farmers to feed them for free because they deserve it. And that's where you get things like, you know, communist states where everyone is taken care of and They usually sound good on paper. Typically, that's how it usually works. Oh look, everyone's taken care of, everyone's provided for, everyone prospers. Isn't that wonderful? It's just that usually in practice it doesn't work out that way. And so that's kind of what objectivism stands against. And so there with that parasite, dissertation that Ryan had, kind of a deeper leaning into, what the fuck? Oh, I have to use the directional pad, of course. Oh, here we go, Neptune's Bounty. And here you see that sometimes the little quotes underneath the picture there, sometimes the quotes adding to, the lore, quotations from various people talking about Rapture or Adam or plasmids. And then sometimes you'll get game tips, and oh my god. Alright. Ugh, talk about symbolic imagery. Holy shit.
He's the one who built this place. And he's the one who ran it into the ground.
I'm not surprised.
Exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad.
Oh look,
Maybe
a
the power got to
Bible.
him. Maybe he just
Smuggler.
decided he didn't like people.
Alright, I guess we know what they think of crime down here in Rapture.
Families in a submarine.
That's lovely. Okay, another vending machine. So can we talk about how creepy that Circus of Value song that usually plays with these vending machines? That's like one of the most disconcerting things about the game so far. There's been a lot of creepy imagery. We just saw what they did to that smuggler. The ambient noise and... Ooh, that was close. Holy crap. Okay. We should be fine. There we go. Get this one. Okay. But yeah, the Circus of Value thing, the way that it giggles, that thing, I'm sorry for that. That was probably uncalled for. Just, oh my god, some of the stuff in this just, ugh. See? The calliope music, do they need the calliope music and the giggling and the, oh. Shut up! Shut up! Go away! God, I want to shoot it. No, I don't. It has valuable things. Okay. We're okay. Ooh. That's cool.
What crawls in my garden?
Aphids? Ladybugs? Maybe the occasional mouse, but they don't cause trouble. Oh wait, she's probably talking about us, huh? Ugh. Wonder what kind of pesticides they have down here in Rapture.
Days go by like wind.
Health station. Let's hack the health station, shall we? This is fun. Those things there. I know there's an overload, I think is the name for it. If at any point the liquid reaches one of those overload squares, game's over. Go on home, because that's the same as it running into a blockage. And so when you get, see, like right there, I have to go either above like that, or, crap, no, I can't. Okay, I've got to go below then. Let's, wait, how do we want to do this? Let's, use that, there we go. Okay, we can do this. And there, and... No. Use that. There we go. Okay. We avoided the overload, and the health station is now successfully hacked. If any enemies try and go use that to get an advantage over us, they're in for a rude awakening. Fuck. Okay. Another Big Daddy. Well, we still have plenty of shotgun shells. And we have a decent amount of Eve to use our electro bolts, so we should be able to handle this okay. There are a couple types of Big Daddy. I think there are actually many Big Daddies, usually with like different weapon layouts. Some of them are a little less in terms of firepower. Maybe they're with quick shots, like machine guns or whatever. I think others might have grenade launchers, stuff like that. I don't know. This is where I'm started going on pure conjecture of stuff that I've read. Like in research and stuff. I haven't actually looked at any guides or anything. I want this to be as authentic as possible. And usually the only reason that I may look like I know where I'm going is because I've actually played through the area multiple times, and ran into problems with the footage, or didn't want to bore you with rampant death or whatever else that happens. So the Big Daddies. Yeah. Okay. So this is actually really cool. I don't know if they're going to go into this like in the main story, and if it is, sorry for spoilers, but the Big Daddies, they're actually human beings, right? Just normal guys. And what happens with them is they've been like genetically brainwashed / conditioned to take care of the little sisters. So they're actually like grafted into their diving suits. That's what those big ass things are. That's why they look like that. Those are diving suits, and they're grafted into them. They can't get out. And so maybe that was probably Tenenbaum, because she was the one responsible for the little sisters. So she might have been responsible for the Big Daddies too. Speak of the devil. Hello.
But are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? The reward will be a teddy bear. Okay. And a random fish? Sure. Okay. Bullets and fish and little girls who are genetically modified. I don't know what the hell's up with the little sisters, and like why Tenenbaum like admitted that they're being tormented. Like what's the purpose? Are they supposed to like maybe okay. So maybe there's like a finite amount of Adam in Rapture, right? And like when somebody like a splicer or whatever, when they die, maybe their Adam is still like lying dormant. Oh, there's the teddy bear. Thank you, little sisters. 200 Adam, hypnotize Big Daddies, and pistol rounds. Hell yeah! What is this to hypnotize? Oh, so we can make a Big Daddy protect me. That could be cool. Well, I don't think we're going to use that just now. So, okay, here's another part. The whole rescue or harvest, Atlas mentioned, you're going to need as much Adam as possible to survive in here. She's playing you for a sap. You can't afford to do this. But you get, what is it, like 80 Adam per little sister if you rescue? And then you get like 200 from the teddy bears, which I think show up for every third? So that means like, unless you get like 70 or 80 more Adam for harvesting, which would mean like 160, I don't really think that would be worth it. I think you get more, or at least quite a bit, from just rescuing, and you get to be nice to the little sisters and Tenenbaum. And if nothing else, Dr. Tenenbaum seems to be one of the more sane people here in Rapture. I mean, certainly she's more well-adjusted than Steinman was. And Atlas seems okay, but Atlas is definitely, what do you want to call him? Fuck. Biased. I think he's definitely biased against pretty much anybody that's like, a higher up here in Rapture. And I'm sure Tenenbaum was a big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Big Daddies and the Little Sisters and all the stuff about the Atom, I'm sure that's a big deal here. I mean, Adam keeps Rapture going, so anybody that... Damn it. I was hoping I could get back to a heal station or one of the vending machines. The circus of value. I can't get that out of my head. Fuck you, clown. Damn it. Anyway, so that's what happens when you die. You get revived in a Vita chamber. And the funny thing about dying in Bioshock is that there isn't really much of a... Ooh, hold on. 91 days since our last accident. 4 accidents last year, 2 this year. That's cool. Completely random, means nothing, but apparently the fishery has not had too many accidents. That's kind of cool. Anyway, enemies that you're fighting when you die, they don't actually regain their health when you're revived at the Vita chamber, so you can actually just kind of plug away at an enemy and then just die over and over again, and you'll be basically fine. And a lot of players think that makes the game too easy. Like, what the hell? Why don't you make them revive? Or, like, it doesn't make sense that they don't, regain their health when you leave them alone. And to some extent, I really do understand that argument. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, you know, for added challenge. Hey, if you die, you're penalized for it. But I look at it this way, at least on some level. You're already penalized for dying by wasting all the ammunition and maybe the first aid kits and whatever that you may have used trying to stay alive. If you still die, well, you still use those resources. And guess what? The enemies still aren't dead, so you're still kind of penalized a little bit. I guess you could say, well, you know, you use those resources to get their health down to that level, and their health is still at that level, so it's not really, you know, it's not really a penalty, so it's still too easy. And I guess that makes sense. I'll admit, that kind of makes sense. But I'll tell you this. I am not what you'd call a connoisseur of first-person shooters. I did pretty well with Resident Evil, but that's, of course, a third-person shooter. Ooh. Huh. I wonder if there's like a key card for this one. Keep an eye out for that. So I can do decently well with third-person shooters. For some reason, having the character on screen makes it easier for me to see what I'm doing. Kind of gives me a better viewpoint, I guess. Whereas first-person, I tend to have a bit more trouble. So pretty much any benefit that I can grab for this game, I will take. Without any semblance of apology. I want to get through this game without driving myself up a wall, and I definitely don't want you guys to be bored senseless watching me fail magnificently and, you know, bashing my head against a wall and, you know, whatever else. So, you know, it's probably a good thing that the game is quote-unquote too easy. All things considered. Okay, so we're here at the fisheries. I grab all this stuff. Oh, not the whiskey. We're okay for now. And this is where we're supposed to meet Atlas. So let's knock on the door with our wrench. Sure. Hello.
Radioed on ahead. Says you're looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if in your heads up to the Warp Master's office and find old Peach on research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. Well, what was that? My friend, you are fucked.
That's a song, a little bit of it, that always reminds me of Shawshank Redemption. I think that's the one. Holy crap, this one's resilient. Jesus. Gotch. I appreciate that, because this sucker isn't going down. What the hell? Did you block it? What the? Oh, come on. Really? Damn it. Come on. Give me a rematch. Let's go. Come on. I wasn't ready. Damn it. Chill.
Look on the belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera and then snapshots of those patrols on the
Snapshots, huh?
ceiling. Then
Well, I guess if we have to.
remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Alright, fine. Guess we'll hack the healing station. This one looks pretty easy, actually. None of the overload squares for us to worry about. So, apparently, Atlas does not have supreme authority over the remains of Rapture, which honestly makes some amount of sense, because apparently Ryan's still around, so of course he would have, you know, supreme authority. He's, you know, final boss material and all that. Apparently, just having his assistance isn't doing much for us, because Peach there, definitely not a princess, wants to throw a hurdle at us, because why not? Sure, I know.
Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Well, I can't exactly never mind, because if I don't appease this guy's psychosis, I won't be able to get into the fisheries. And apparently I need to do that. Fuckers. I don't like the ones with guns. It's not fair. Only I'm supposed to have guns. I'm the hero, damn it. Yes, that's how the logic in my brain works. There we go. Stay down. $3. Now, okay, so if Adam is the main like thing that everybody needs, why keep dollars around? Why not just bust into all the vending machines and grab all the shit and then don't bother? I don't. Oh, that's a nice thought. Thank you. Shit, I didn't have freaking telekinesis on. Okay, put it back. Ow. Shit. Anyway, yeah, why have dollars? Like, okay, we know about, you know, all those stories that we see in like TV and games and movies. You know, all those dystopian, apocalyptic futures, you know, like Walking Dead or I Am Legend or, you know, pretty much anything where society's collapsed. And this society has certainly collapsed. Money's pretty much the first thing to go out the window because it's fundamentally useless without the system of a global, or at least a societal economy. Like, if you don't have an economy, you don't need currency. Like, I mean, if all you're doing is trying to survive, which in Rapture it definitely seems like that's the case, then the sorts of things that you'd want as currency would be stuff like the first aid kits, or Eve hypos, or Adam, or bullets even. Stuff like that. Stuff that can have, you know, has a fundamental use. Money has no use and no value outside of what a society gives it. Right? So if we, like, you can't, what's that phrase? Like, someday the people of society will realize that you can't eat money, or just something like that. And it's basically saying eventually we're going to run the planet into the ground and then realize, hey, we had a lot of money and we helped the economy, but we're all gonna die. And so it's this thing where, you know, first thing you realize when society breaks down is money is kind of useless, in a practical sense. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I like money as much as the next guy, you know, but at the same time, that is something that you really kind of understand. The only reason that money has real value in society is because we give it to money. We give that importance to money because we think that, oh, we need money to do basically anything. We need money to live, you know, to pay rent, pay bills, buy food. We need money to do all those things. And we're no longer, you know, self-sufficient, and so we rely on other people to, you know, farm our food, cook our food. God damn it. Not my finest work. I was hoping the Big Daddy would come along and help me out, and maybe tackle the splicers because they're a threat to his little sister, right? Which, why does that make any sense? If it's a Big Daddy and little sister, like, whose sister? Like, if the Big Daddy, is it supposed to be her dad? Wouldn't it be daughter? Maybe that didn't roll off the tongue. What? Anyway, maybe little sister is kind of a reference to, you know, Big Brother, as in Big Brother is watching you, as in 1984. Maybe it's like a reference. They're not a threat to you. They're just kind of the, what do you want to call it, the consequence of this society? I don't know. They're victims. Maybe that's it. It could be. I like the idea. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, money. Like, I don't really understand, because this definitely has a very dystopian vibe to it, right? And so, why is money important? Why do these people still carry it? It could be kind of a reference. We're gonna try the grenade launcher. Let's see how it does. Ooh, not bad. Not bad at all. But now we have his attention, and now we've got to deal with this sumbitch. Should be fine. He's almost halfway down, and we still have a decent amount of shotgun ammunition, so we should be okay. Hopefully. Okay, so remember I told you there were different loadouts for Big Daddies? I think this is one of the heavy hitters. Because he's throwing grenades and all that kind of shit. Yeah, get him, Mr. B. That's right. Oh, shit, I'm still alive. Holy crap. Okay. Oh. Alright. One more time. We're gonna get this. And see, this is what I was talking about, how the enemies don't, you know, they don't regain their health when you die and come back, which I, for one, am rather pleased about, because here we are pretty much in our last stretch. We don't have much ammo left. We have no first aid kits. We have no Eve hypos. We pretty much got this. So, what I was saying, and this is probably the last point that I'm going to make in this video before we, move on to the next part. This is, what, our third or fourth Big Daddy in this video? I'd say we did some pretty good stuff here. Once we take him down, we'll be pretty well along. I would think money might be a reference to Randian philosophy in general, because there is quite an emphasis on money and being paid for your efforts, and that being kind of the linchpin of how a real society will work. And so maybe that's what it is, because otherwise I don't really think it makes much sense. Alrighty, so we've rescued yet another little sister, and we have 379 Adam, and we're in decent shape actually, aside from a lack of first aid sprays. So we're going to end the video here, and I'm going to catch you next time. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you for the next leg of the journey. Bye-bye.